top professional dealers.
I don't muck about. If I want something, I take it.
Risking their own cash.
We're not messing about here.
This is my money.
It's not a game, it's not just a TV show, this is serious business.
They're taking part in a secret auction, bidding on trucks filled with storage.
OK, bring in the trucks!
When each truck opens,
Whoa.
the dealers have just moments to decide.
Going once, going twice.
Are they in?
Come on.
Buying and selling in auctions isn't for the faint-hearted.
Or are they out?
They're out. What a load of crap.
They'll use every trick in the book to put off their rivals.
Here.
I'm tempted to stick a bid in just to bid it up. I want to see him pay for this.
You're very optimistic, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm very rich as well.
He's all math. I don't think he knows what he's buying.
But when the hammer falls, the winner will have to sell the whole damn lot.
Buying is the easy part.
I'd like £1,000.
Wouldn't we all?
If we can't sell it at that, we ain't selling it.
Selling's the hard part.
So will they blow their cash
Can't believe it.
or strike auction gold?
Happy day.
Time to gamble.
Who's going to go for this one?
This time on storage, Flog the Lot. 4 trucks and 4 mystery cargoes.
We're talking serious money, ladies and gentlemen.
A piece of military hardware starts a bidding war.
Keeps needling me, I'm going to give him some back. Come on, big boy.
I'm telling you now, he's not right in the head.
A country kitchen gets the dealers all fired up.
I wasn't going to let him have it for £1,000.
Come on, guys.
He just wanted to try and make us spend our money.
And one lot proves that not all fairs are fun.
I really need to sell him this. No, I don't want to pay that. You can do you a good deal on this, Steve. Just give us an offer. Real bummer of a locker.
The first truck loaded with a secret lot is just seconds away from the auction. Awaiting its arrival, a hand-picked team of Britain's top dealers. Under the watchful eye of auctioneer Addison Gelpy.
I wish you all the best. Good luck with it all. Sir Ben?
They'll have just minutes to view its cargo before deciding whether to bid their own cash in the hope of selling it on for a profit.
Shut the door! And open the truck!
No guessing the theme of this lot. A nautical treasure trove.
Hello, sailor! Right, ladies and gentlemen, you know the rules. You've got a few minutes to look, but don't touch. I'll be back and we'll start the bidding.
Included in the lot are giant pulleys, sea chests, flags, knots, and a massive ship's wheel.
Nice lantern.
That's nice.
But will a seafarer's booty separate the dealers from their cash?
There's a hat. I'm very keen on that hat.
There's 2.
I like that.
£1,000 on a hat.
The big ticket item is that ship's wheel. Maybe early 1800s, I think. Now, I've run auctions for over 10 years and I've sold a lot of ship's wheel, but that's the biggest I've ever seen.
And Preston's Reclamation kings agree.
It's a bloody clunker. It's a proper thing.
Right, man. On right day, I give you £2,000 for that wheel.
The wheel's the stairpiece, isn't it? I wonder what that's worth.
Retro dealers Graham and Alex can also see profit in the wheel.
We'll have a go, but I think we maybe have a bit of caution.
All right. Spoil sport.
28-year-old Kent-based dealer David Channing is determined to send out a message to the old guard by taking home the first lot.
There is money to be made. That's why we're all here. We all want to earn the big bucks.
Unfortunately for David, Paul is also eyeing the lot.
Dale's told me we have to go for this one.
Time's up, ladies and gentlemen. Proper maritime auction here. Fantastic ship's wheel. We all know there's some money in that one there. And there's a few little hidden surprises as well, I feel. Should we go at £300 then? Who'll give me £300?
Go 5.
5 in, straight in at 500. 550 now. 600.
I went in fast and strong to scare them off.
650, 700, 700, 750, 800, 800 pounds, 850 I want though. New bidder at 850, 900 he wants it, 950, 1,000 pounds, 1,100 he's in at 11. Do you want 12 at 1,100?
This was my lot. I was going to win it and sell it for a lot of money.
Now,
15.
1,500 pounds at 1,500. Any advance on 1,500? Has he scared you off at 15? 15.
Hi here.
Didn't think you were going to get it that easy, did he?
1,600 pounds. New bidder to my right at 1,600 here, sir. At 1,007. At 1,007. 1,800 I'd like, but 1,700 I've got.
1750.
1,750 I'll take. 1,750. Do you want 18, sir? You know it's there. Take the gamble.
Go on, guys.
1,800 now. At 1,800 pounds. Way over what you want.
2,000 pounds.
2,000 I'll take. He's jumped in there at 2,000. At 2,000. Go 2,050, sir. I will take it.
I thought I had this, then suddenly I'm taking on Paul and Dale. Come on.
2,050. At 2,050.
2,100.
2,100 I have. At 2,100. 2,200 I can take. 2,100 going once. 2,100 going twice. I'm selling to you, sir, at £2,100. Sold. Thank you very much.
Paul and Dale sail off with the first lot for £2,100, much to David's annoyance.
You come in, last minute, it's big, bold brass, and outbid me. Pissed me off a little bit.
Get in there. It might have upset lad, but, you know, you live, you learn.
Paul may have beaten David to the prize, but was it really worth the £2,100 he paid for it?
Have you seen the size of that?
That's nice.
Look at the size of that, man.
That's the real deal, that one.
Look at that for a ship's compass. Isn't that lovely?
Absolutely beautiful.
I couldn't believe it. It just kept getting better and better.
Between the rounds, the defeated dealers retreat to the cafe across the road.
There's a bit of frustration. There's just some bits there that I know I could have flipped quickly, sat on a couple of the other bits, got proper money on it. So that's the frustrating bit about it.
Collector, dealer and baronet Sir Ben is more philosophical about the situation.
I hate boats anyway. If it F's, floats or flies, rent it, don't buy it and don't marry it.
Come on, what's under this sheet? I'm getting excited now. What's this? Norwegian pattern.
Little surprise for you. Give it a winder.
I think I know what this is going to be.
I know what that is. Foghorn, let me tell you, that's the last thing Paul needs.
Yeah, lad, it'll suit you more than me. I wanted to get my hands on that ship's wheel. If it was a good one, off a boat, we were on to a winner. That's come off a big ship. If it's come off one of them cutters...
Big cutter.
Yeah, that is 4 or 5 grand. I can safely say if I've doubled my money, Dale, what do you reckon, lad?
Paul's here.
I didn't even think you wanted that at first. I think you just to come and give it large.
I like you, lad. You're coming up the ranks. I've been where you've been, and it's your job to knock me off. But on that one, we just did you. Dave was after it, out of his depth with us, no chance. He would have had to raise his game a lot.
At a secret auction, dealers are putting their own money on the line to bid on trucks loaded with mystery lots.
I went in fast and strong to scare them off.
Paul and Dale from Ribble Reclamation have won lot 1.
£2,000.
2,000 I'll take.
Beating back the threat of young gun David Channing.
Sold.
I've been where you've been, and it's your job to knock me off.
But they've spent over £2,000, and now they need to prove they can sell what they've bought. Paul and Dale are confident of making money on this lot, but they don't actually know what it's worth.
They think that they've got more money than everybody else and they throw it around in bundles like and everything. I reckon they'll come unstuck doing that one day.
To get a better idea of what they've bought, Paul's invited a specialist valuer to price the lot.
Dale. Nice to see you, Wolf.
And you, yeah.
First up, the knots.
Be nice that in a yachting club or something, wouldn't it, in the fire?
Yeah, it might have come out of a naval school.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Paul thought he'd get 500 quid for it.
Probably about 120 quid.
Not a great start. What about the sea chest?
60 quid every day of the week.
Again, not what Paul wanted to hear.
You try and buy one of them
I know.
for less than £500.
Ever the optimist.
Disappointing, but they've still got the ship's wheel to go. Paul valued it himself at just under £3,000, but what does the expert think?
Ship's wheel, 1,000, maybe £1,200.
It's much less than they were hoping for. But Paul, as ever, has a plan.
I've got someone coming for that wheel.
Have you?
Yeah, tomorrow. So I think I'll let him knock me down to like 2,200 quid.
Yeah.
And if he has his checkbook, I'll be taking his door.
The next day, Paul's potential customer and his wife arrive.
Bloody hell. Hang on, I'm not sure where you're going with this one.
Paul starts off small with a few of the cheaper items.
This is a nice thing.
Ship's compass.
Best I can take on that is £385. You're having a good bargain there.
250.
No, I can't.
Job's done.
Can't do it. No.
Paul, this will
Luke. I'll tell you what I'll do with you. It's £300. That's £200 cheap. You make a profit on that. Done.
300 quid is only a splash in the ocean if you can't sell the wheel.
Do you like the wheel?
Well, hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Let's just have a look for value here. Oh.
2,950.
Almost 3 times what the valuer suggested.
It's a really nice piece. Period as well. It's off a period ship.
But will they buy it?
We don't want a big wheel. No. Sorry.
Paul needs to come up with a plan B. If they can't sell the wheel, they're going to take a massive hit on their £2,100 investment. But Paul's failure to sell has given the other dealers a chance. With 1 lot sold, there's still 3 to go. Time for lot 2.
Behold, the iconic Ford script military Jeep. If this was manufactured during the Second World War, we're talking serious money, ladies and gentlemen.
Once again, the dealers will have only moments to decide whether they want to bid. They get to keep any profits, but they'll also have to swallow any losses.
Is that one for you?
Oh, I'd just like to look under the bonnet.
The dealers need to work out if it's an authentic Second World War Jeep. If it is, it could be worth up to £20,000.
It's a shell, basically.
Vintage dealer Dawn doubts it's genuine.
I don't think it's right. I don't think it's World War II, but I'm no expert. But I think it's more 50s.
The boys, on the other hand, seem to be getting a little bit more excited, especially Chris Hamilton, Rutland's plant pot king.
I'm feeling ill. I'm feeling ill looking at this because I'm going to have to shell out some proper money here, and I've just got to have a go.
It's a cracking bit. Something I would never think about buying. As soon as I see it, I wanted it. It's an antique. It is something every man would want.
Unfortunately for Graham, it's not something every man can have, especially if Alex has anything to do with it.
He's not having it.
I just think it's a beautiful thing.
I can appreciate it's beautiful.
Could sell it on as is.
Well, you could do lots of things, but I don't want to go for this. And if you do, there will be trouble.
Tell you what this one's all about, Chris. Have you got the balls for it? I think if Chris starts bidding on it, because he's not bought much, I think I might have a go at just banging him on a couple of them.
We'll take him up, we're going to ride him.
But I don't want to end up with this one.
I've got a real good friend that's got a Ford garage.
Have you?
Yeah.
We'll get a Sierra.
If he keeps needling me, I'm going to give him some back.
Time's up, ladies and gentlemen. A fantastic piece, potentially big money. What should we start the bidding at? Should we start the bidding at £1,500? He'll give me £1,500. 15 straight in there with Dave at 1,500. Can I get 1,600? At 1,006, thank you, sir. At 1,600. 1,007, sir, thank you. At 1,700. 1,007. 1,008. At 1,800. Do we have 1,009? At 1,900 now, new bidder.
Finally, Chris came in. Time to run it up.
2,000 at 2,000. At £2,000, potentially a lot of money for you, ladies and gentlemen. 2-2 against you, sir. At 2-2, over there with Chris at 2-2. 2-4 now. 2,006. Do you want 2-8?
Come on, big boy. I wasn't going to let him have it. Whatever it cost, I was going to have it.
I'd like 2007 to carry me on now. 2007 now. 2008 at 2,800 there to my left. 2,900. 3,000.
He ain't so chatty now, is he?
At £3,000. Have you got 3-2? At 3,000. Would you like 3-2? At £3,000. Going once. £3,000 going twice. I'm going to sell the Jeep at £3,000. Sold to you. Well done.
Chris wins his private war with Paul and takes home the Jeep for £3 grand.
I'm slightly worried. I've got to explain to the wife what I've actually bought, but I'm confident that there's going to be somebody out there that wants to pay me more than I've paid for that. And the best thing about it is we've shut the boys up from up north.
In the cafe across the road, some of the other dealers are also wondering whether Paul has lost his mojo.
I was surprised you didn't go that little bit more.
Sometimes, and we all do it, you do buy something you like. And he's bought something you like for a place like that.
Well, I was threatened with divorce if I went for it, so it was a no-goer for us.
What would you have gone to?
You've got to flip it for 5, easy.
But only if it's a genuine World War II Jeep. Time to find out.
Proper random lot for you, though, isn't it?
Definitely. I've never bought anything like it before in my life.
It's definitely got some age.
It looked to me like a World War II Jeep, but I couldn't be certain. You told us there was an engine in it. I honestly don't know. It's interesting.
All I do know, buddy, to give you a bit of confidence, is see that sign there?
Yeah.
The Ford script. They stopped manufacturing it during the Second World War.
Right.
That's how I know that it is an original piece.
I knew the bodywork was authentic, but it was whether that engine was authentic. That's where the money was, and that's the bit that I had to find out.
Chris spent £3,000 on the Jeep, but for a man more used to selling plant pots than military hardware, he might be in trouble. If you're looking to flog a Jeep, Kent's War and Peace Show isn't a bad place to start. It's packed with experts and enthusiasts, knowledgeable about all things Jeep. Unlike Chris.
Wants £11,000 for it. That's in a lot better condition than mine is. £4 grand for that. Doesn't seem dear to me, that doesn't.
With such a wide range of Jeep valuations on show, Chris has hunted down Jeep restoration expert Will Gallius to cast an eye over his new acquisition.
I actually bought that. It's a 1942 Ford script.
That looks like it's been imported from America recently. Looks like a very genuine original Jeep.
Yeah. Got a picture of the engine.
That engine is a wartime engine. You can tell that by the shape there, so
yeah.
Probably 1943. And I wouldn't regard that as devaluing the Jeep at all, really.
What do you actually see the value of that as it stands there?
As it stands in that kind of condition, we'd be asking between £7,000 and £8,500 for.
Happy days. Happy days.
A £4 grand profit for doing nothing.
I'm absolutely made up.
But Will isn't finished.
If it was done up, I would say on this, anywhere really up to about 20.
You really think I'll get that for it?
The time is rewarded by the money, you know.
Absolutely superb.
Chris had always planned on a quick sale in the hope of doubling his money. But now he has a dilemma. He'll need to spend at least another £5 grand renovating the Jeep. And there's no guarantee he'll be able to sell it. It's a huge gamble.
I'm really going to do it. I think I've got to do it. If somebody had told me a few weeks ago that I was going to go to an auction, buy a World War II Jeep and restore it, I'd have laughed at him.
So a man who's never even done up a car is about to start an ambitious and expensive restoration of a Second World War Jeep. Meanwhile, up in Preston, Paul is still trying to recoup the £2,100 he spent on the seafaring lot.
Now listen, Dale, I've known Clive a long time. He is as sharp as a tack. He will bid you right in the balls.
Well, looks the time, doesn't he?
But I know he'll love that wheel, but he'll crack on, he's not bothered. Yeah?
Yeah. This is your treasure box. Barry, what do you reckon to this? That's a fair wheel.
It's a fair old price, too.
Have a look at the workmanship there, though. That's seen some wear, that, hasn't it? That's been to sea.
Oh, proper. What's the price? What's the best you're going to do that to me at?
I've known you a long time, haven't I? It's on for 29.
Right.
Yeah. Best I can do for you, Clive, is 2,600 quid, pal.
26?
2,600 quid.
I'm sorry, I saw you at about 18 when I first...
Well, I was around that figure.
Let's stop messing about, right, yeah? Do you want it?
Are we having an here and now deal?
Yeah. Do you want it?
Where are we going?
2,100 quid, mate. Nice one.
That'll do.
You
didn't get your 2-2.
No.
Job done.
Sold for £2,100, but big spender Clive hasn't finished shopping yet.
So what else have we got?
You know that light in the corner?
Yep.
Mate, 500 quid at auction, that, yeah? You can have that for £380, that's it, don't chip me. That is a bonny thing polished up.
Before they can reach a decision, Paul is already pitching them another item.
Best on chest. To you, 2,750. Good money. Don't hang yourself.
Usually it's the buyer who walks away, but Paul's unusual selling technique hasn't shut the door on this deal.
The signalling light.
Yeah.
And that chest, then, for 650.
Yeah, I'll do that. Done.
Paul and Dale paid £2,100 for their seafaring lot. The wheel, light and sea chest netted £3,050, and the remaining items were valued at £1,600, meaning they've hauled in a profit of £2,550.
There was never any doubt with that locker. I knew I'd own it, and I'm going to make money.
At a secret auction, Paul Johnson and Chris Hamilton are the only winners of lots so far.
We've got the experience, we've got the track record, we've got the money.
I buy and sell every day of the week.
And with only 2 lots left, the dealers are running out of chances to win and make some cash.
Close the doors! And open the truck! Right, folks, we've got a nice full lot for you here. You know the rules. I'll be back in a minute, and we'll start the bidding.
This 19th century kitchen includes a butcher's block, a Victorian dresser, a fire grate, and the obligatory kitchen sink.
But what is that tabletop like?
It looks a bit newish, too new to me.
They need to decide how much they're prepared to bid. Pay too much, and it'll eat into their profits.
If you didn't play rag, you've a good 2 in that cupboard.
It's a nice full lot. It's exactly what it says on the tin. But the star lot for me, there's a Georgian Grate there, 1750, 1760.
Alex, that's a butcher's block.
Yeah.
There's some nice copper, some kitchen equipment. It's got a lovely dresser at the back. I think that's a unit that everybody's going to be bidding on.
Retro dealers Alex and Graham think they can turn this lot into hard cash.
It's just the sort of thing we sell on a regular basis.
12.
I'd say 12 to 14. I think we can double up on that.
But David can see more than just shelf filler. He can see something much more valuable.
I could get £2 on my hob crate there. Then the rest just be bonus, pay for an holiday.
Time's up, ladies and gentlemen. Should we start the bidding at £200 to get me going? Who'll give me £200? 200 straight in there with Sir Ben at 200.
Yeah.
250, 300, 350, 400, 450, £500 now, 600, 700, 800, £900 now, 1,000. Got £1,000. Would you like 11?
I wasn't going to let him have it for £1,000. Come on, guys.
1,100. Thank you, Dave. 1,200. One more. Go on at 1,200. 13.
You could tell he was nervous. I don't think he even wanted it. He just wanted to try and make us spend our money.
1,400 now. At 1,400. I'll take 1,450 at 1,400. 15 somewhere. At £1,400 going once. At £1,400 going twice. I'm going to sell to Alice and Graham at £1,400. Sold. Thank you very much.
Alex and Graham win their first lot of the auction, paying £1,400.
We were absolutely delighted. We can make money out of kitchen stuff all day long.
Well, time to find out if they've blown their £1,400 or picked up a bargain.
Right, guys, well done. Nice, interesting lot here, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Very pleased.
Yeah, everything looks
Better
good.
close up. Butcher's block there.
What do you reckon you get for that?
Couple of hundred, 300
300
probably.
But only if they actually sell it. Over at the cafe, some of the losing dealers think they could struggle.
Most you're going to get there, right, for all that, is $2.5 grand, right?
Yeah.
You've got to trail it all in your shop, you've got to trail it all back
Trail
out.
it down to
And
Plymouth
then
now.
you've got to spend half an hour talking to someone who wants a jam pan for 30 quid. You know what I mean?
Well, now this is interesting. This looks really nice.
The one item that sparked the most interest was the fire grate. But is it enough to turn their winning bid into a profit?
18th century, I think.
Would you have an idea of the value?
Done up in a shop, £1,000 to £1,200, I would say.
Crikey, I wasn't expecting that. Maybe a couple of £100, I thought. Well, that's good. That's a lot of our money back already.
Hard work for you, Graham, polishing that up.
Alex and Graham spend £1,400 on the 19th century kitchen, but it's a bitty lot, which could take time and effort to sell. Back in Ramsbottom, Alex and Graham have chosen to take the hard out of hard sell. They've decided to show off their wares at an antiques mill, set up a display and let the stock sell itself. If Graham can sort out his presentation.
Just straighten off of that middle one, the smaller one. No, round this way a bit. The spout towards me. To me a bit, the spout, and over to the right. Don't look at me like that. You've got no eye for this, you. Shows how much time you spend in the kitchen. There isn't one thing that we got in this lot that was rubbish.
No, I think this is going to be the stair lot.
I think it is as well.
We're going to get best part of 1,000 for the dresser,
yep.
100, you know, 50, 50, 50, 50. I reckon we've got an easy 2,500 here.
Now all they need to do is wait and get ready to count the cash.
So some international buyer comes in, buys the lot.
Well, I think they will.
For the star item, the Georgian fire grate, Graham and Alex have decided to maximise its value by spending 200 quid restoring it before selling it on to a specialist dealer. In just 1 week, it's gone from this to this.
Wow. That does not look like the thing that you took away last week.
The grate itself is called a laundry grate. The research would say, obviously, it would have been in quite a grand house. Nobody else would be able to afford something of this sort of ilk.
All very interesting, but Alex only really wants to know one thing.
What valuation would you put on it?
The item is worth £2,000 to £3,000. Yeah.
More than double what they paid for the whole lot. But there's a but.
Don't be expecting that from any dealer. I would say that you should be looking for maybe £800.
800? Ah.
So not quite the windfall they were hoping for. But the rest of the kitchen starts selling piece by piece.
We've got the butcher's block.
I'm delighted with this one.
The dresser sells for £800, and even the pans sell.
It's been hard work selling this stuff, but we've done okay. We're happy with it.
They bought the lot for £1,400, with sales of 1,983, and the remaining items valued at £1,559. They're on course to make a profit of £1,942.
Off to get the Jeep. I can't wait. I'm just hoping it's ready.
One dealer who is yet to sell his lot is Chris Hamilton. He bought this 1940s American Jeep for £3,000 and then spent another £7,500 getting his mate Rowley to restore it.
Is my Jeep ready to go?
It is ready.
After 3 weeks' work, here it is.
We've pulled one out of the bag here, mate.
It's got engine.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
With the 70-year-old engine fully restored.
It's all paid off now, hasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
I am very, very proud of how we've actually put this back right. All right, see you later.
This is more than just a test drive. Chris is taking the Jeep to a local classic car club, where he's arranged to meet with a car dealer who's interested in buying it.
That's lovely, that gearbox. Perfect.
But having sunk 10.5 grand into this piece of Americana, Chris has to sell it, and sell it well.
If I sold it for 17,500, I make £7,000. Brilliant. When you've actually been passionate about something like we have rebuilding this Jeep, it's going to be really hard for me to actually sell it. And it is very emotional. Yeah, I actually am.
This is Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Robert, pleased to meet
Chris,
you. You all right?
Robert, very good old car dealer friend of mine.
Having arrived, Chris needs to be careful his emotions don't cloud his judgment.
I'm not being funny or anything. I know I've got to sell this, but if you don't want to put the right money on the table, I'm more than happy to drive this home. Anything under 17.5 grand, he can just sling one.
I've got a client who will pay, but it all comes down to price.
I want to be about 18.5 grand.
You really?
Yeah.
So what we've gone from 18?
Let me tell you where I think. I think it's 16 grand.
You're having a tin bath, I tell you that.
Tell you what I'll do, listen.
Yeah, go on then.
I'll meet you. I'll pay you 17.
17.5, and I tell you what, I actually think you should be wearing a mask like Dick Turpin.
OK.
I'll do that with you. 17.5 grand. You're perfect. Well done, Rolly.
I think we're all happy at that.
Chris paid £3,000 for the Second World War Jeep. He spent £7,500 refurbishing it, which left him a massive profit of £7,000.
I went down there to prove a point, not just for myself, but to other people. Yeah, I do buy and sell plant pots, and I sell plenty of them, but I'm not a one-trick pony. I can buy other things as well.
Chris Hamilton has proved that big profits can be made at this auction. But for the other dealers, time is running out. The fourth and final truck has arrived.
Shut the doors! There we go, ladies and gentlemen, all the fun at the fair. You can look, but you can't touch. Off you go.
This lot has been rescued from an old fairground. But is there any real value here?
I like the display at the back. It's quite nice and decorative, isn't it? But I don't think there's masses in it.
It's an interesting lot, but it's not worth that much money, so it's going to be hard to resell some of this.
There's a pint in it, but there could be more meat on the bones with that one. There's a couple of bits in there, and we can eat the candy floss on the way home, so that's OK.
But David has spotted something concealed at the back that could make the difference between a profit and a loss.
It looks like there's a mirror behind there, in the corner. If that's the right kind of mirror, then it's a winner. But if it's not, all your profit's gone in that.
However, Paul and Dale think it's an opportunity to waste their competitors' cash.
Hey, that's interesting, look. Look at that. I know we'd be interested in that.
I think we'll put a big, strong bid in right at the beginning and get them up there. But I do not want to end up with this locker. What's that there?
I'm listening to you.
Hey, you'll not listen to no one, lady. I've got you weighed up.
Not quite, not quite.
There's something about that, Dawn. Don't trust her. She's one switched-on kook here.
In my eyes, they're like widow twanky and buttons. They're just all front, and I should take them down.
Time's up, ladies and gentlemen. You've had a chance to have a look now. Looks like it's a fun fair that's run out of steam, but look what they've left behind. So what should we start the bidding at? Go nice and easy, start at £200. Who'll give me £200 to get me going?
Yep, go.
200 straight in there with David at 200. Any advance on 200?
600.
600, big bid. Any advance on 600? 650. 700 there and at 7.
Down, guys.
750. 800 I'd like.
I'll have 8.
800, thank you. At £800.
My plan was simple. Run them up, get them to waste their money.
850's good. 850, kindly. 850. Do you want 9? Surely worth 9 there. The carousel horse is worth about 300. 900, new bidder.
Perfect.
Yeah. 950, they're against you now at 950. Make it a bag of sand, sir. Is any advance on 950?
Me.
£1,000. £1,000 with Dawn. Is any advance on 1,000? Can I get 11? 1,100 now. Make it 1,002. That's what I'd like.
To me.
1,002. Thank you. At 1,200. 13 now.
To me.
I knew she wanted it.
13.50 now. Did we get 14?
Yeah.
1,400.
I didn't.
At 1,400. At £1,400 going once. 1,400 going twice. I'm going to sell it. Fair warning at £1,400. Sold to you guys. Well done.
Thank you.
Didn't work, did it?
No.
Paul and Dale's bid of £1,400 is enough to take the lot, whether they wanted it or not.
I'm absolutely gutted. I thought I'd have just got another couple of hundred out of her because it's her bag, but she put it right back on me.
Professional dealers have been bidding for secret lots in the hope of selling them on for cash.
2,100. Safely say, if I've doubled my money, Dale, what do you reckon, lad?
Chris Hamilton struck gold with a Second World War Jeep, leaving the other dealers desperate to catch up.
At £3,000.
Anywhere really up to about £20,000.
Happy day.
And Dawn outplayed Paul and Dale and tricked them into buying a dodgy lot.
At 1,400.
Didn't work, did it?
No.
Paul underestimated me and now he's left with a load of crap.
But is the lot actually as bad as they fear?
You've got the rubber ducks, £2.50.
Well, you reap what you sow, don't you? I can only blame myself. I was trying to run people up, got what I deserved.
On the bright side, the losing dealers seem to be having a great time.
I knew he thought that I'd pay anything for it. He'll be stinging from this one. Put that in your salvage yard.
You guys are near Blackpool, aren't you? I'm sure you got some buyers for that.
Don't be doing that. I'm not in that kind of mood. I'm not in the mood, Dale. We just bought 1,500 quid, lad.
It's too late. You bought it now. No point worrying now.
The money's behind the blanket.
Yeah, we don't know.
What do they call those games in the fair with the dial on it? If that's a game or a machine or something behind that blanket.
If that's a game, he's going to come back in here laughing at us.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And we are going to be the fools.
The moment of truth. Behind the sheet was the one thing they couldn't see, and it just might be the one thing that can save their investment.
It's a mattress.
Or maybe not.
Rotten old mattress, probably flea-written. That Dawn's cost me a lot of cash.
Well, I think Dawn's playing an absolute blinder in there. You've got him and you've nailed him down. I think you've done it well, because I tell you what, he's going to have to eat humble pie after that.
It is, and candy floss.
Yeah, plenty of it.
Dawn comes across as this nice lady you can trust. I think she lures you in a little bit. She's the vixen. She lures you in, makes you think you're safe, then she pulls the rug from underneath you.
All right?
All right.
Yeah, what are you all looking at? Truthfully, if anyone wants to offer me any money for it, I'll take it, because, to be honest, I feel like throwing it all straight in escape. I'm not happy, but that's the way it goes. I've got to suck it up, get on with it.
Paul and Dale spent £1,400 on the final lot, regardless of whether they sell it or skip it. Back in Preston, they have no option but to make the best of a bad lot.
Real bummer of a locker.
Once that bidding fever starts going, I think you get too involved and you forget you're paying with your own money. Maybe it was a bit daft, but who knows?
As ever, Paul has a plan. He thinks a business contact might take some of it off their hands. Problem is, he runs a high-end garden centre that's more fountains and fine dining than dodgy dodgems. Owner Steve has an eye for the eccentric and could be their only hope of making any money on the Fairground lot.
Yeah, what we got? Right. Some really, 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 really rare stuff.
Yeah, well, let's have a look at it.
Don't know about the clown's head, though, what do you think?
No. It's horrible.
Horrible?
Yeah.
OK. If I've got some stuff like this, painted up Fairground stuff, yeah?
I don't mind that.
The Dodgem and Clown's head have gone down like a lead balloon. But Steve is showing interest in the painted wood furnishings.
Right, now this is the piece de resistance, Steve.
Yeah, I like that.
Do you like that? Yeah. I had you in mind, Steve, when I got it.
Yeah. How'd you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
The entrance, Steve, to your wedding tent, I think that is superb. You know, it's not made out of crap, made out of proper wood. Got a bit of age about it. Can we just carry it down there and see what it's like on your tent? I really need to sell him this. He wants it. He's careful with his money.
Yeah. Let's put it down there. Let's have a look at it.
Do you like it, Steve?
I do, yeah.
So it's just a price now, isn't it? Well, we can't find anything like that, us, for less than £2.5 grand.
£2.5 grand would more than pay for the whole lot and leave Paul and Dale with an unexpected windfall.
No, I don't want to pay that.
I can do you a good deal on this, Steve. Just give us an offer.
Well, 500 quid.
There's those other two pieces as well, isn't there?
They're part of it, aren't they?
Part of? No, I'm not sure they're part of it, actually.
Well, they're part at 500 quid.
Ah, they would be, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Even Paul knows when he's flogging a dead horse.
I'll tell you what I'll do here. £500, and one of them little things you make here. And little butties I like, fancy cheese on toast.
Pinchos.
Pinchos.
We'll stretch to that.
Plate of pinchos, 2 San Miguel's, and £500.
Go on.
Nice one, nice one. Not a good locker.
Paul and Dale paid £1,400 for the Fairground lot. Sales reached 550 quid, and the rest of the lot was valued at just 230, which left them swallowing a loss of £620. So with the auctions over and the selling all done, time to reveal the biggest winners and losers based on sales and valuations of remaining goods. Despite success with the Nautical lot, the hit Paul and Dale took on the Fairground lot means they're relegated to 3rd place. Alex and Graham take the number 2 slot, but miles out in front is Chris Hamilton, whose gamble on restoring the Jeep left him the clear winner.
It's one of the best business decisions I've ever done in my life. I think I might go and see if I can find another one.
Next time on Storage Flog the Lot, Paul is determined to cut Chris the Plant Pot King down to size.
I don't play to lose.
It's me against you now.
A truck from a doctor's surgery shocks everyone.
Oh.
Sold! And Charlie takes a gamble on a hidden lot.
My guts is leading me on that one.
But will she fall for a trap?
I'm going to run this right to the limit, but I don't really want it.